What's going on? Okay, guys, so I'm here with the one and only, hold on, let me zoom all the way up. The one and only Antman 816, and he got top 4 today with Phantom Knight, so I'm just going to stop talking.
Alright, so I play Phantom Knights. I actually rebuilt this deck like 5 minutes before I left to come here to play. It's a little basic, so I got 3 Torn Skills. I do play the 3 Ancient Cloaks. The other reason why I do is because I play the 3 Boots, and I do play the Sting Greaves. So a lot of people actually cut this. There's a cute interaction where when you banish a Phantom Knight card, you trigger your Torn Scales, and if you add this off of the Ancient Cloaks, you can summon this. This also has another weird interaction to where I actually cut it before the tournament, but you can make another Phantom Knight at level 4, and you can actually later down the road, if you keep the level 4 on the field, use the Shea Burgundy to make an Exceed monster, but I'll talk about that a little bit later. And then I do play the 1 Ragged Gloves, dumping trigger Torn Scales, and the fact that this is a Phantom Knight card, so you can send the traps to the graveyard to use them as extenders instead of just anything else, like just getting it for hand fodder or to set to negate. And that's it for the PKs. And then it's I like the 3 Coglution. I have followed up by the 3 Chair Guide. Chain blocking, as people say, and it's just extenders. Then there's the BA package, Graph and Seer. But I play Edge Sabers. I am stuck on this card. I will admit that in certain aspects of the hands, that Libic is a better card to an extent. But as anyone would be surprised, I am playing Dragoons, and the fact that if you open either...
You're playing Dragoon, bro? No.
So you can open a decent Phantom Knight hand and then have a way to get this to the graveyard, and then if you also have the Red Ice Fusion, you can send this to the graveyard, activate its effect, put Red Ice Fusion back on top of the deck, summon this out, combo off, Red Ice Fusion will get shuffled into the deck, and later on the combo you Verte Red Ice Fusion, and then that's what essentially that's there for.
Oh, that's why. Okay, that makes perfect sense.
So like
bricks back in the yeah, that's dumb.
So yeah, it's very dumb. That's why I'm stuck on it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And then your regular extenders, 1 Wilderer, 1 Psychic Tracer, because you want to just summon stuff with Torn Scales, so you want all your options. Terror Top and Taki Tomborg. This is
like speed work.
I wish, but no. This has a really stupid interaction.
You should be.
And then that's it for the extenders, and then for the last is just 3 Ash, 2 Brick.
2 brick.
Yeah, 2 Brick.
Hold on, sir. This is the ultimate wizard in terms of attack and defense. So you make sure.
But he can build a brick house.
You better
though, so.
respect that.
You better respect that man. That
Listen,
man has a family.
I have a very impressive spell lineup.
And he stay in the gym. That's why I got the app.
So we play the Super Red Ice Fusion, so I can draw it, top deck it to win games. Monster Reborn Larstart out of the package because I'm a monster. Rhoda, Feather Duster.
Yeah, he said that, folks. There's nothing I can do with it.
Mercy Teleport, Fool's Burial.
You know this card hears that too right now.
So you only play the 1 because you don't want to end up opening 2 of these and then both your Psychics, and then you're just like, well, I can negate with Dragoons twice.
Well, that's the same thing with the
Yeah, but at least I can summon Dark Magician and attack when there's no monster on the field and attack for game.
He's got you. He's got you there. GG. You gotta say, GG.
For the traps, I play Wings. Other people are playing Knight because of Appaloosa. It's a valid attack, but this is just another, I can dump it to the graveyard, banish it, and extend. There's also a fun interaction where you can set it, give a monster 5 an attack, and then it takes like 2 things to kill it. So it has a little protection, but you're just dumping this with gloves to banish for an extender. 3 Fog Blades because you're retarded if you play anything less. And then 3 Imperms because even though it's just one of those versatile hand traps. You can mess with your opponent, like if they set a card, and so like playing against virtual worlds, if they like want to do Tzolk'in and then they're like, oh, well, I'm going to set my tactical talents here just in case you want to activate it. I can activate this later. You can go in perm, that's that zone. Now you can't activate it, and your Shizoka's just going to sit there.
Right.
That's it for the main deck. It is 42. You could cut emergency teleport in a third cloak to make it 40.
Yeah. Or you can have another e-tail.
That's gonna be the thumbnail.
Extra deck. So I play a little spicy, but you got your standard dragoons.
Yeah, that card sucks.
Yeah.
You said I play a little spicy sort though.
Well,
I played a little something spicy.
I played a little
here.
something spicy, but I'm just showing the board. This, everyone's tired of it, so we'll cover that with Verte, and then your standard Cherubini, Rusty. Even though you can play more, you just need the one. There's no space in this extra deck. I put this in last minute because a lot of people were playing it. It's a good tech card. I mean, you can out stuff, you can bait stuff. The reason why I would have ultimately lost against Virtual World, but I'm tired, and so instead of trying to make them trigger Zeus, I try to banish Shuchi, or I sent Shuchi or Shin back. Sorry, can't talk right now. And so that's where I messed up, but it's a good versatile card. And then,
So you're saying little fella smoked you? Is that what you're saying?
oh, he smoked the hell out
See,
of me.
that's
He
why-
smoked
that's
me
what-
like he's Snoop Dogg. We got the one Appaloosa because we like to. Oh, I got my ass whooped. I ain't gonna lie. Like I said, I flip off little kids. I don't give it in. I like Borosword because you can get to certain game states where if they break your board and you can end up in positions where you can just summon this with an Exceed monster and then just wreck face. The fact that you play 2 Break Sword. If you successfully summon Break Sword, obviously you can banish the wings of the Fog Blade to summon this back. If you have Rusty, you get the pop. But the fact that this is an effect monster that can be switched to defense mode, this and Borosword is just OTK. We do play the 2 Leviaires. The reason why I play this package with the Speedroids is because depending on how you're comboing off, if you open the Taki Tomborg, he's not essentially dead in the combo because you summon Leviaire, detach, bring back the Phantom Knight, and then because this is the win, Taki Tomborg comes out. Then you overlay to either Break Sword or the Leviaires because we do play the F-Zero in Utopic Draco Future package. So we're literally just always irritating people. So my end board, if I don't get interrupted, is typically this Rusty in the extra deck, Verte over here, and then everyone's favorite boy, right?
With a whole bunch of traps and
Yeah.
bullshit.
Well, actually, it looks more like this because we always play around Mech Knights because Daniel Bakes is a real man.
Shout out to Banks.
And then the last 2 that didn't come up today, and that brings in the action with Sting Greaves. And if I did play the, because the way I'd set my extra deck up, it's not optimal for me to play Shade Burgadine. You can play this deck so many different ways. You typically always see Shade Burgadine. I'm just a little different. I'm a little special. But we play Raiders Knight and then Arc Rebellion.
Your mom tell you that a lot?
So with Raiders Knight and Arc Rebellion, this is just a cheesy way to get him out, and you're just going for game. When you do this, you are going for game. You're not going for anything else, because essentially you summon Break Sword, pop with Break Sword, bring back 2 Phantom Knights, make this activate effect, make this, and let's just say if your opponent did something to where only one monster could attack or something pays another, this would absorb everything on the field. So in this scenario right here, it would be too beefy and you use just one swing.
Yeah, in this game. Yeah. No, that makes sense.
Then you get hit with a magic cylinder.
First off, I'd pimp slap the hell out of Yugi if he magic cylinder me here at this place.
Attack cylinder.
So not the perfect extra deck, but long story short, because of the locals, 3 Lightning Storms in the side.
Side deck. I'm joking.
No, I probably said the wrong thing. I ain't gonna lie to you. 3 talents because hand traps are a real thing, and then opponent monster effects activate on your turn. So
Yo, that's a pretty good card.
that is. I still play the Lancia just to mess with people. There's a lot of decks that banish, depend on the banish. can kind of hurt Virtual World, but you really just trying to shut off the Chuchi, if anything, with this. 3 evenly matched because I hate boards, and then 3 Nibiru because fuck decks, I summon a lot of things.
Fucking men.
And with that, we just crossed 10 minutes. Appreciate you.